We're back. We're back on Rick's Corner again.
Live. Rick's Corner.
Rick's Corner with Robby Robinson again. And we're going into another episode talking about the benefits of nutrition, because without nutrition, you're going to be nothing. You're going to be a broomstick. You've got to train, you've got to sleep, but you got to eat, and you got to eat the right stuff. Right?
Exactly. You have to have the right foods. If the right nutrients aren't there to carry that body or to carry that body's ability to put on muscle, you're not going to make it.
Well, that's absolutely true. And you know, I've talked to a lot of guys that go to the gym and they don't eat breakfast. And then they
doom right there.
Right, exactly.
I mean, you doom your whole body, career, whatever you're trying to achieve, put it on the muscle by not taking in breakfast. A great breakfast, that's kind of like saturates your whole day.
Well, you're not going to start your car without gas.
No.
It's the same
definitely
principle.
not at all.
And then after their workout, they don't eat. And maybe later in the day, they might go get a McDonald's burger or something. And they say, gee, I just can't make any gains. I'm not showing any muscle. I got this fat on me. Well, it's obviously why.
Yeah.
You know? But you have to feed the body 24/7 pretty much. I mean, I figure even when I go to sleep at night, that before I go to bed, I take a protein drink.
Oh, yeah. You got to do something toward nutrition, I mean, on a regular basis. You can give it to it in dosages. You can give it to it like after your meals. But you got to apply the nutrients to the meal so that the meal becomes more digestible.
Right.
I call them micronutrients because you're talking about glutamine, creatine, vitamin C, flaxseed oil, and I think it helps carry the food.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, empowers the food, yeah.
Flaxseed oil is very, very good.
Yeah, flaxseed oil is something you would use basically before a meal or after a meal. You're probably talking about 120 calories for a teaspoon, but that fuel allows the body to burn its own body fat as energy, promoting a muscle building fat burning machine. So if you don't apply the fats along with the food, then your body is just not going to be able to work in its orders to build muscle.
So you have to have the fats with
you got to have the fats. You know, if a guy says, oh, well, I don't have fats, fats make you fat, well, how can that possibly mean you're already fat?
Yeah.
But if you apply the fats to the meals, say every 2 to 3 hours, then you'll find the guy say, well, I can't get my abs through. Well, you can't get your abs through. One of the reasons for that is because, one, you're not drinking enough water. If you don't drink enough water, your body's going to hold water. But if you start in the morning, start drinking maybe 8 ounces of water, and then you maybe have glutamine and creatine or vitamin C as a unit.
I have a question about that. All right, so you're not drinking enough water. Can you count iced tea, coffee, or anything else that's a liquid as water?
No, you gotta, it's okay. You need more water. Your body needs more water to carry the food in the nutrients.
I understand that, but iced tea would be water. It's just flavored.
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys do, and that's just not enough.
Really?
You gotta have.
No, I mean if you have water with it. But say if I drank half a gallon of water and I'm still thirsty, I have a couple iced tea. Is that going to add to it? I mean, it's going to count somewhat.
It should be a part of it, but you gotta have that at least a gallon.
Okay.
Of just straight water.
Well, that's my point. If you don't get it all in actual water and you make it up in tea or something else that's a liquid, it's still going to be the extra gallon by the end of the day. It's still a liquid.
Yes, still a liquid, but you still have to have that extra liquid.
Okay.
See, that's just the way. 8 glasses a day, the body's going to be fine with that. But then you're talking a quart of water and then maybe a glass of tea and then another cup of coffee.
Yeah.
No, because the coffee is going to immediately trigger the body to go to the bathroom. You lose the water. So if you're going to take the water in, try to say I'm going to drink it every 45 minutes or after a meal every 45 minutes. That in itself will help keep that body moist and hydrated so that the body can build muscle.
All right.
You need that water.
You got to have a lot of it.
A lot of it.
So you got to keep it with you all day long.
All the day long. I basically have a quart jar that I have. I drink 4 quarts from. Plus, I drink the other water.
I believe that quart jar is sitting right over there.
That's my fave.
The same bottle now for 40 years.
I know. I've had that job for years, but it's the thing that I think just really keeps me in that muscle building fat burning machine.
That's really good to know. I mean, I see a lot of guys. Now there are some guys. There's a friend of mine that I see down at Gold. He's 62. Jerry Bruton, you know Jerry?
I've heard of you, yeah.
He's in great shape. He says, oh man, I don't eat all I eat later in the day and I drink vodka at night. He does everything wrong and he stays in shape.
Yeah.
You know?
There's some people can do that, but then you're going to hit a point where the body's just going to say, hey, you can't keep doing
no,
this.
The
body doesn't.
I know. He looks great.
Yeah.
I could never, one day of that and I'd fall apart like a cheap suit I didn't want, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just actually keeping those nutrients in there and the supply. We talked earlier in low dosages.
Yeah.
And if you can apply those little dosages throughout the day, then the body's going to appreciate that.
Right. Now, I've had some people write in saying that that supplements are garbage, they're not good for you, they're just a bunch of crap, you got to get real food. Well, you can't get real food all day, it's hard. And the supplements nowadays are pretty much refined, and they have a lot of good value to them.
Yep.
So you can't say they're crap. Maybe years ago I took some...
Years ago you probably could look at it that way, maybe.
Yeah.
To a degree.
It was all fillers.
Yeah.
It was all fillers. I mean, in other words, they'd take a small part of the amino, and the rest was just a bunch of trash to go into it to make it look like a pill. You know? But now today it's really condensed.
You know, I've been using Jarrow supplements. I've been using Jarrow's creatine, glutamine, B-Right, calcium, taurine, L-tyrosine, and I use that mix.
Right.
After each meal, I'll take a teaspoon of flaxseed oil. I'm probably eating 5 or 6 meals a day, but that extra 120 calories add up to keeping that body in that fat burning, muscle building mode. I'll probably start out, like I've been starting out, not preparing for the guest posing in Miami. I've been using like probably 30 grams of creatine, and then every now and then I give myself probably 6 gram dosages throughout the day. But at the same time, that drinking all that water is allowing that nutrients to stay into the muscle instead of being water collected in the skin and tissue. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you can get that fluctuation going on, then the body starts, tightening up. You start burning fat, your energy increase, you become more muscular, then you got that six-pack with the hard work.
It's a lot of hard work. Let me see what you brought today. I see a box of goodies.
Oh yeah, I think glutamine. Glutamine to me is the number one skeletal builder in keeping that muscle tissue supplemented. As we get older, stresses, whatever our works are, glutamine comes in and kind of feel that more. With all the stresses throughout the day, you need a little bit more. I mix this with creatine and glutamine and vitamin C. I mix all 3 of these together to create this muscle building
creatine,
fat
vitamin C,
burning
and
machine.
glutamine. All right, what does the glutamine actually do?
The glutamine allows the body to build muscle, retain that skeletal muscle tissue, keep the muscle tissue there. It also cuts into a person that really drinks or like to take a lot of sugar. It helps curb that appetite for sugar. It also works with the body and the mind to recover from the workouts. So it's a lot of good things that comes out of it. A lot of people say, well, it's not important, but it's very important.
Well, how many times a day do you take it?
I probably take it twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day on the heavy days. But you need that extra glutamine to enhance the body's muscle growth. You need it.
And then the creatine you have.
The creatine is probably one of the things, you're talking putting on muscle. I don't care what anybody say. Creatine, I'll go by it. I'll stand by it. I'll put my name against it. Creatine by Jarrow's, creatine by Bill Phillips supplement company. I think they're put at the top of the line. And if you're using it in conjunction with workout, I'm talking about intense workout, your body can't help but grow. It's just, I'm looking at myself now at 65, and I've been using Jarrow's formula products for the last almost 20 years. And I've refined its number 7 products: glutamine, creatine, B-Right, which is an overall supplement that supplies the body with energy.
Well, that's the B.
That's the B-Right. The B-Right helps the body build muscle. It's just one of the number one, builds the blood. It also gives you energy. It has a certain amount of niacin in it that stimulates the body to raise that metabolic rate. So
it's a B complex.
Oh, it's a B complex. It's a great thing to help keep that body nutrients in order. Calcium. Calcium is one of the top products that you can use to enhance growth. If you take calcium, which is also mixed with lysine, if you take, say, probably 2 capsules in the morning with a glass of water, and then 4 capsules in the evening with a glass of water, which along with the lysine, which is in this product, the bones become stronger. See, that's what happens as you get older, male or female. If you're not taking in a certain amount of calcium, then the body just goes to deteriorate. You're talking about all kind of problems with the joints.
Lysine is an amino acid, right?
Exactly. And it pushes the calcium to go into the bones, into the blood.
Doesn't the calcium also buffer the nervous system and relaxes you?
Allows you to rest, good night's rest at night, and it gives the body, keeps the body on even keel. Combining that with amino acids, combining these 3 units, these 7 products with amino acids, you're talking about definitely muscle building. And that's what I'm going to the masters this year. That's why I want these 7 products that I've used put me in the best shape of my life right now.
This is a branched chain amino?
Branched chain amino acid.
And how many times?
I take 8 in the morning before a meal and 8 in the morning after my training.
Okay, so you take them in the capsules.
16 a day.
It's all, you can also get it in a powder, like a teaspoon.
You can also get it in a powder and put it in. I mix it with probably 8 ounces or 6 ounces of apple juice.
Okay.
And that helps digest it or carry it into the muscle tissue.
Okay. I do have a question about the creatine, because many of you write in and tell me that creatine upsets your stomach and you don't feel bloated. I've never had a problem with it. But some people
Neither have I.
Some people do.
I think if you're having a problem with it, it's got to be in combining with something else. You could be doing something that is out of the body's order.
Right.
If you take certain amounts of creatine, okay, if you're having a problem, use it in doses, 6-gram dosages, but use it after the workout so the body can pick right up on it. If you're sitting there taking it before you go to the gym, then the body's going to sit in the stomach. It's going to cause you problem, irritation.
Okay.
Again, drink a lot more water, because that's what creatine does. It attracts water. So you want to get bigger muscle. Okay, well, drink more water along when you take creatine.
Have you heard of creatine? It's a little purple pill that's like creatine, and it's a time release, but it doesn't upset your stomach. Crealkaline, I think it's called.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, I